Hello guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, well, welcome. And if you're a continuous viewer, I appreciate you guys so much for keeping me going. So today, it's raining, it's pouring, there's not really anything I want to do. These raindrops outside are fucking heavy, man. And I am nearly out of water. I do not drink the water here in Washington, D.C. So I have to buy it because I don't trust that the water quality is good. And so I woke up with only this much of drinkable water left. And so I was thinking, well, I don't really want to go outside, and I haven't reached the point yet where calling Uber Eats is a must. And so I was like, why don't I crack open this bottle of King's Estate from the Willamette Valley, my home valley, the place where I'm from. For you guys who don't know, I'm from Oregon, specifically the Willamette Valley, one of the largest and most legendary wine producers in the United States, North America, and the world. So, with all that as a precursor, I was just like, this bottle has literally been in my fridge since I moved in here in September. And so I put it in the fridge because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have lots of company, I'm gonna have so many friends, that it's really important that I have a wine bottle that is, ready, cold and stuff. But alas, I don't have any friends really. So we're going to open this up and we are going to have a fucking great time, just sipping, chilling, a little wine talk, if you will. All right, here we go. Oh, that's so beautiful. That is so sexy. Oh, you got aromas like pear and a little bit citrusy, and I'm kind of just trying to get my best sommelier on. I think this really is a good product. Pinot Grigio 2022. There's just something about it. Let's take a sip. Oh, yeah, that's the shit. Yeah. Yeah, that, guys, I'm just gonna show you it again. Pinot Grigio, King's Estate, Willamette Valley. It's fire. It's fire. So, I actually haven't had anything to drink for about a month, maybe a month and a half. I've just been too focused on going to the gym. If you are new here, I post new videos every single day, and a lot of them are vlog videos or video essays, and or me just like sharing stories with you guys. And so but anyway, I've been really taking going to the gym really seriously, and I know that alcohol is kind of an inhibitor of just general progress when working out. I always feel like after I've had a night of drinking, particularly like hard alcohol such as whiskey, which I don't know if you guys remember, I have a bunch of whiskey bottles behind the phone, and also hard liquor like tequila. But fortunately, I left my tequila bottle in Oregon before I drove back here, so I don't have tequila. And I tried buying tequila actually, but apparently Total Wine and More, which is like, if you guys don't know, this is like a large like wine and spirits distributor. I guess it's kind of like the Costco of alcohol. Well, they don't have any locations in Washington, D.C. Well, actually, yeah, so they don't have any locations in Washington, D.C. They have them in like Virginia, which is the state over. I think they have some in Maryland, but Maryland is a bit too far for me. Anyway, I went on this crazy side quest trip that took me about an hour just to get to this specific Total Wine and More. And I made a mistake of not clarifying what the laws are, because as soon as I walked in, I could totally see the wine, but I could not see the more. I walked around and they were only selling wine, and then I was like, oh, maybe there's a law saying that they can't sell wine and spirits in the same place, because in Oregon, for example, you have to have a special store to sell liquor. Like, you can't sell liquor at like a grocery store. Like, it has to be a specific liquor store and stuff. You can sell it with wine though, so I'm not quite sure what's the problem there, or at least. Anyway, long story short, couldn't find it. Got in an Uber to take me to another location, not a Total Wine and More, but a different liquor store. That location doesn't exist anymore. So I ended up coming back, spending about $50 in total on Uber. I took public transportation when I first went to Total Wine and More, but I definitely ended my night with an Uber ride that cost about the same amount of money I was going to pay for these bottles. But I ended up having a really good conversation with the Uber driver, just talking about life, love, and, you know, just going through young adulthood and, you know, trying to figure out what the fuck you're doing with your life and shit. So there's that. Anyway, but yeah, I haven't been drinking alcohol for the longest time, but I don't know, I've been wanting a reset lately, a mental reset, and I feel like the marijuana's not doing that for me right now, and the shrooms, they kind of always do it for me, but I wasn't getting the type of reset in my brain, like this stimuli that I was looking for. So it only makes sense that I was like, let's start drinking poison again, because that always resets your mind. Also, I just kind of miss the feeling alcohol gives you. Not post drinking it though, because that shit. Did you guys know though that like millennials, but specifically Gen Zers, are drinking less and less alcohol? And it's like not a huge surprise, right? Like, alcohol is literally poison, and so the fact that people are like, yeah, kind of like, stay away from me, but also like our generation is just way more health conscious and wants to be able to have the best, well, generally speaking, because we all know those people who are just fucking up their lives, but generally speaking, we all want to live long, healthy, prosperous lives, and doing that definitely doesn't require alcohol in your diet, but if you do have alcohol in your diet, for it to be there at a moderate to bare minimum level. Hence why you'll see in all my vlogs, most of my vlogs, that I do some type of smoking, or I will do some type of smoking reference. It's just because overall, like, specifically not just in the short term with like gym gains and stuff, but over the long term, like, going with marijuana, cannabis is so much better for myself. Like, if I'm going to be sticking to a vice routinely, I am not ashamed that it's marijuana. Like, that, out of all the things I could be doing to myself systemically that would add up to being harmful, like, weed is just not one of those things, at least for me. That said, I do want to cut back on the amount I've been smoking, but honestly, that's only gonna really happen once I have like a steady job, because I'm just not really I'm not being disincentivized to stop smoking weed, at least as frequently as I am, and I'm still able to get all my shit done. Like, guys, I post new videos every fucking day, you know, and I smoke weed almost every fucking day, you know? I get my shit done, I do my grocery shopping, I clean the fucking house, you know, so it's not there, so I don't know, I'm not being unproductive, which is an important part. I will say this, being unemployed for this, I've been unemployed for almost an entire year, I kid you not. I've sent job applications now probably to over 200 places, and heard back from maybe like 3%, and had even less of that with an interview, and obviously nothing came from it. So but there's a bright side to it. I've been able to really focus on me. I've been really able to get my life back on track after a really chaotic and hectic time in my life. And so for that, I'm very appreciative. I'm very grateful. Obviously, ideally, I guess, yeah, definitely ideally, I have a job and I would be making money and I'd be fully supporting myself, but for better, for worse, those are just not in the cards for me right now. And so instead of feeling anxious and miserable every single day and feeling like a worthless piece of crap for not having a job and just kind of draining my parents, I decided to change my outlook and be like, well, are you actively trying to change your position? Yes, I am. Are you being productive every single day? To the best of your ability. Yes, I am. Well, then there's nothing to be ashamed about or upset about. I mean, you can be upset because I am upset. Please give me a job. But all in all, I'm just being present and just trying to soak in this time where I can really work on myself. And I've definitely seen the benefits of that. Definitely reaping the fruits of my labor for that, for sure. So but definitely now I feel like I've gotten to the point where like I feel like I've kind of done all that, and so I'm really trying to manifest securing a job. I'm pretty optimistic with some jobs that I've applied to recently, but I won't at least hear back until next month from those jobs. So just fingers crossed, guys, right? Like, we're out here, we're doing the best we can. I'm actually going through this wine pretty moderately. I think it's because I'm talking so much, and usually when I'm drinking alcohol, there's someone across from me adding stuff to the conversation, but now I'm just like taking my time. But maybe that's not a bad thing. I did have in my mind, like, well, Ricky, if you open this bottle, you might as well finish it today. But I don't know about that. I think I'll have like another glass or something, but otherwise I'm just taking my time. I think also I am changing my my relationship with alcohol too, because growing up I say growing up, I moved to the UK when I was 17 years old, and so obviously at 18 you can start drinking. So I started drinking way before most of the people I grew up with were legally able to start drinking. Not saying that they weren't drinking beforehand, because we all know, but you know, to be able to go into a pub, a bar, know that you're legal, not be lying, not dealing with all those fake IDs, because I never fucking dealt with the fake ID bullshit, because honestly I was just too afraid of getting caught. Like, I've always been a rule follower. I've always pushed back on authority, but I've always been a rule follower along those terms. But I definitely got more than my fair share of wild, fun, drunken nights. And I can still even remember the first time I got drunk, which actually is a story that I'll link down here or here, whatever. I think I made a video about that, so if you want to hear it, check it out. If I didn't make a video about that, then ignore this and I'll make a video about it, because it'd be a good video. But I'm pretty sure I already made a video about it. I'm curious, you write down in your comments what kind of alcohol is your go-to, / what is the type of alcohol would you just want to have at home? Because guys, I got the whiskey, right? I got the wine. I have so many more bottles in my closet. I think I have like 2 or 3 more bottles in my closet that I brought all the way from Oregon, just because I didn't think I didn't know if I would be able to get these same brand wines because it's DC. It's literally on the other side of the country, you know. So like, you know, like, yeah. Let's go. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. My mouth is getting a little, like, this is soft wine. It's like really polite. And I think that if I weren't drinking on an empty stomach, oop, I just spilled some wine on my pants. I just washed. What was I saying? I fucking forgot what I'm saying, which is so infuriating because I know when I'm editing this video, I'm going to find out, but am I going to make the executive decision to like do to interject and be like, oh, this is what I'm talking about? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Well, oh yeah, I'm drinking on an empty stomach, so maybe if I wasn't doing that, I wouldn't be having this a little bit of dry mouth. But honestly, I think the dry mouth is mostly stemming from the acidity of the wine. That's what I learned, is saliva glands and acidity. Just maybe that's what's happening. But yeah, like, what's your go-to? Because like for the longest time, well, okay, here's the thing, is I have a lot of whiskey because I appreciate whiskey, but it's not really my favorite alcohol, particularly because it makes me fall asleep. It makes me fall asleep. Buffalo Trace, Uncle Nearest, 1884, or Screwball peanut butter whiskey. Well, I'm allergic to tree nuts, coconut, so I actually do have an allergic reaction to Screwball peanut butter whiskey, but it's Screwball peanut butter whiskey, you know, it tastes so fucking good. I would love to like make some peanut butter whiskey cookies out of that. I think that would be lovely. Oh yeah, if you guys don't know, I'm allergic to most food groups. I'm allergic to shellfish, I'm allergic to peanuts, nuts, you know, I'm allergic to gluten, soy, dairy, eggs. I actually made a whole video. You can check somewhere around here. Yeah. So that's my life. So I am really restrictive of what I eat most of the time. That said, I do have times when I binge, which is probably, the way I do it, I don't know, is necessarily the best thing, but like so many foods, so many of the best foods in the world taste, oh my god. Not only is there a rich taste, you know, but like everything great in the world to eat almost is stuff that I'm allergic to. And it took me a long time to find this out. Just how allergic I am to things, and how stuff that I was having, you know, small tempered allergic reactions to, as soon as I gained weight, that was way worse. Like these things that I didn't necessarily like came up on my radar, all of a sudden were like, my skin is breaking out, I'm having a hard time breathing, particularly with fucking soy, and soy is in fucking everything. I can't even probably eat at Chipotle because of soy. I think maybe 2 glasses of wine is fine. Yeah. But we'll just have another sip of this. It's crazy that I'm able to be here on YouTube drinking this wine. By the way, this is not branded content. I feel like this would probably be illegal, at least on cable it would be. But it's crazy that I can do this and not have any problems with YouTube's community guidelines and whatnot, but smoking weed and sharing that with you guys, my video gets age restricted, I can't make any money. Not that I'm really making any. I'm not making any money on these videos, by the way. But I'm having a good time making them. I am. Yeah. Oh, this is good. This is really good. How drunk do I want to get? I don't know. Am I gonna go to the gym tomorrow? I fucking worked my core out last night. I don't know why I said last night. It was literally midday. So I don't know if this. So I don't know if this alcohol is going to be doing me any favors with not feeling sore tomorrow. But we're gonna push through. We're gonna get on the elliptical, and we're gonna push through, cause that's what we do. That's what we fucking do. Can I have a cheers? Cheers. Cheers. Yeah. I think that this is where the video is going to unclimactically come to an end, because I'm starting to feel this, and you know, going a month and a half or so without drinking, I'm feeling myself right now. I'm feeling good. But also I need to edit this video, so I can't feel too good too soon. So this is where we are going to end the video. A little wine talk, a little chat upon the grapes. Remember guys, I post new videos every single day. So if you're not subscribed, what the fuck are you doing? Subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Have a good rest of your day, guys. Love you. Peace. Bye.